Alright chat, you guys have been asking, are you ready? This is my new Bard Chaos Dungeon. So I was thinking about it, I researched it, and then I found it, and it's fast. Zoom in. Real quick cut engraving, you don't really need anything. You can just have Preemptive Strike, Awakening, or anything else is all extra. Preemptive Strike, that's it. So then you want the Swiftness accessories. So I'm going to switch it right now a little bit. Okay, and also another point that I want to show is some bracelets. When you guys roll like a trash bracelet, right? You want that mercy stat too because it gives you additional damage to seed monsters. Skills is super simple. I have 7 skills. I basically don't even need to use one of them. This is Stigma, so this is like empty. I don't need it. So this is a placement. So you have Sound Shock, regular damage stuff, right? Regular damage. And then you have Dissonance, which is regular damage. You use Dissonance because this has the tripod for additional damage to seed monsters. And then you have Sound Vibration, just doing ice. And this one also doesn't really matter. Just do like a large AoE. This is based on AoE. And then the new skill, Sonatine, and this is AoE version. And this is the damage version. And damage is not that important, but you just have it for damage wise, and I'll show you how it looks like. And the more important one, like Heavenly Tune, you make it AoE based and then you put it on the right side. I put this as level 5 on the library. Apparently this one works properly now. If this is not 5, this is also fine because level 1, this is only like a damage difference of the actual skill. Okay, and then you have your good skill, which is the Prelude of Storm. You have the tripod for the seed monster, and then you have the damage, and then the last one you have the was it the death song or something. This is the tripod. You have the cooldown. I have the cooldown for it. I got it way before. You don't really need to have it 5. This particular tripod says it increases the hit by 1 and the stacks from 2 to 3. The thing is, this skill became 1 tick, so she just casts it once and you're done. So everyone kind of moved it over to this tripod from damage. And then you have your the additional debuff tripod for the thing on the left side for the 3rd roll. So this is it. And as for runes, it doesn't really matter. You can put anything you want. What I did was I just put some Wealth rune on the Prelude of Storm because it generates the most, and then I put Gale Wind on everything else. And you know, the Sound Shock and Sound Vibration is Conviction Judgment. That's about it. And after this is I'm making this so that when after the patch happens, you can switch it this way after. Like you guys don't, I know you guys don't have it now, but when you guys get it, because this is main server, when you guys get this balance patch, you will need to get it right away. Also, another important thing, your set is not Betrayal. Your set is now Dominion because of cooldown and damage. Now watch. So when you start, all you need to do is you use Q, right? And then you use E. And then you use Symphonia. You don't use the other one anymore. So this is a 1-hit clear, right? When you have the Dominion buff enabled, your S skill is 1 hit. Like that. And then use Sonatine for the rest. This is all you do. It's so fast. And then you use your def stuff, and then your S comes back. You do it again to clear once. It's so fast. And Sonatine is a circular attack now, so that you just keep rotating S, and then Ace, and then it just erases everything around you. If you use your buff, and then you use S, it's also clear like that. You see this? And then you clear the rest like that. And then when the boss comes out, you use your Symphonia there, and then you just die straight up. The more important one is your Heavenly Tune. Clean up, and then clean up again. Alright, clean up. You see that? And then clean up again. Sonatine clean up. Prelude of Storm clean up. The reason why you don't use Betrayal anymore is because you do enough damage for the AoE. And Betrayal messes up with Preemptive Strike, because Preemptive Strike, you do guaranteed crit and hella crit damage on first hit. Boom. And then the Symphonia range increased, so everything just gets deleted. Like that. Alright. So you go Q and then E again. And then you Awakening. So whenever you guys get that PTR update, that's all you need to do. So we're gonna go over it one more time. The skill is not super important. The important ones are these 4. Get it to level 12, right? It's just Sonatine is so OP, that's why. Sonatine is a very OP skill. And then your Heavenly Tune, this tripod's really important. These are like extra skills, but these tripods do help you because it does additional defeat monsters. But all these stuff is not important. Like these 2. And then you activate your Dominion for additional damage. Preemptive Strike. That's the simplest. And then you just add other things on top of to your liking. And make sure when you're in a Chaos Dungeon, you activate Conviction Judgment. You use the Awakening for the Dominion buff. And then you use your 1 bubble or 2 bubble or 3 bubble. Doesn't matter how much you have. To enable your additional damage buff, right? And then you start using the Heavenly Tune and Sonatine back and forth, and then clean up with the other 2 skills. Because you guys saw me barely use QWE. You guys saw me keep rotating A and S's and D and F. The third room, I was keep spamming S because it comes back in cooldown so fast. Also, this one has swiftness. The combat stat also doesn't really matter. I actually ran this yesterday with half. The cooldown still comes back without any issues. So combat stat's not important either. But you want swiftness, the skills to come back faster, right? Higher the cooldown, the better. Cool. So yeah, that's cool, guys, right? That was the Chaos Dungeon build that you guys were interested in when I talked about it.